Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I'm Ben Chodor, and welcome to another episode where I get to introduce you to members of the Intrado Digital Media global team, and we get to answer some questions and tell you about what we do. On this week's episode, I have Joel, one of the guys who runs our streaming department, and we're going to talk about the benefits of webcasting and live streaming. Joel, welcome to the show. How are you today?
I'm well. How are you, Ben?
I am doing amazing. Love the tie.
Thank you. I dressed up for you.
I like it. And I didn't. So my first question, let's just jump right into it. Tell everyone what your role is at Intrado.
So I think you teed it off perfect. I am on the on-site team here at Intrado, and I help produce live events for our customers, whether they be internal town halls, live events from conference halls, you name it. If there's on-site involved and production needed, we are involved.
That's awesome. But what are some of the most common trends you see in the webcast world?
So these days, I think it's more of just setting the bar higher. I see a lot of our customers just doing things at a higher level. For the longest time, I think a lot of our customers and a lot of their teams were used to just doing audio and slides. And that is no longer acceptable, both from a production standpoint, but also from an audience experience. They expect more. So we're seeing a lot more of our customers really use video in new and innovative ways in their broadcasts. They're not relying so heavily on the, just slides. It's very much more of a production. And that's, I would say, probably the biggest trend that I'm seeing.
I think one of the things also, Joel, I think there was a time where it was like the goal was throw on a webcam, and there's times for this, do a webcam, do some slides, get your content out there. But there's other times where you need to create television quality. All right, so come on, give us a couple secrets. Like, give us a couple examples of some of the best webcasts you've seen, in the last couple of years. And why, and what made it special too,
Yeah, so there's one that comes to mind, and it's one of our customers that's in the education space. And what they do isn't super outside of the box. It's a couple-day traditional sales kickoff, where they're introducing the new product line, new pricing, all that kind of stuff. But what they have really picked up and honed on from the very beginning is this isn't a presentation. This isn't just a couple of days of information gathering where we have a talking head and here's all the graphs and here's all the stats. It is, we're doing live TV here, And even though it's an internal broadcast, they broke it up where it's conversational. They have talk show segments. They have improv shows. They have variety shows. And it makes it so much more engaging and so much more entertaining, both as myself as a producer to actually put on the show, but also the feedback we get from that show, from their audience and from their sales team is just so outside of what you would expect to see from a traditional sales kickoff.
So Joel, just not another didactic presentation, right? They're, again, like we were talking, like we're trying to use broadcast quality and making television, but they're making a show. They're making it, and you learn more, you get more involved. You can't just stare at a talking head for an hour and a half.
Exactly. And like I said before, that audiences don't accept that anymore. That's no longer okay. So I know when we're having our initial calls with customers talking about what are some of your things, what are some of your goals, the big thing that we always push for them is do not think of this anymore as a presentation or you're just trying to spew your information at your audience. You want to make it engaging. You want to make it a show, make it entertainment. So if we're talking to a CEO and they're going to do a global town hall, don't just make it a town hall, make it a talk show, make it an event, make it something that people want to actually go and watch and be a part of.